little goodie came in the mail today. It'll be the first power mod for the Soarer.
Alright guys, what is going on? We are back at Chance's shop, and last night we left off on polishing the hard lines and just kind of getting rid of all the Sharpie marks that were on them. And we stopped like halfway through because we had to close down, but we're back today, and today is kind of like the final parts to the project. So we're just gonna kind of start off with just getting rid of some excess stuff that we don't need, like the stock struts and things, just cleaning up a little bit, and then after that we will attack this car once again and start getting some more progress done on it. I'm excited. All right guys, so we have moved on to the next thing, which is transferring the holes from the grid piece of hardwood onto the other piece of hardwood, the new one, which is under it, and we drilled the pedestal wood bracket mount thing to both of them, that way they don't go anywhere. So he's putting the holes onto the new piece of hardwood, gonna drill it out. While he's doing that, I am going to come over to the hard lines, get them all polished up. You can see these look dope, and these still have the Sharpie marks all over them. So some of you guys are saying to go full polish on the hard lines, and I understand that, but at the same time we're gonna leave the tanks raw. So having raw tanks but polished hard lines probably won't go together very well. So I'm just gonna remove the Sharpie marks and get them cleaned up, like, you know, as much as I can. But they're not gonna be like mirror finish polished, so it'll still look dope. So I'm gonna get shots of this and that. We'll be good.
Okay, so right now, Steve and Tim, they are running the front lines to the back. They got a bunch of, you can see the line under there. They're trying to figure out a way to snake it under, because the driver's side has a place to mount it to under the car, but the passenger side, or the driver's side, doesn't really have a place where you can mount it to under the car. So I think they're gonna use these things, and they just kind of, you bolt them to the inside of the car, and you tighten them down, and they hold it on. So they have to do that since there's nothing that they can kind of like zip tie the line to. So they're working on that. Over here, we're still transferring the entire setup onto the new tank, onto the new hardwood floor. We got all of the lines labeled to what they go for, what they go to. I took care of all the Sharpie marks, those are all set, and it's just kind of like the slow process of getting everything onto this, making sure it's all good. And he's got this back line ran, so slowly but surely it's coming along. We got to make sure that everything in here is 100% set and ready to go before we plop that in here, because it's just going to be a nightmare.
They're called pecs.
Pecs?
Pecs.
Do you have pecs?
I have boobs.
Ooh.
Plus they're pecs.
Ooh.
All right guys, so we have the tank lines ran and plumbed in through the hardwood floor. The rest of it, I don't think we're gonna put the hard lines on until the actual hardwood floor is in the trunk, because putting this in the trunk with everything already attached to it is gonna prove to be like a nightmare. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure, but this is what it's looking like so far. We got the tank fully strapped down, hard lines are ran into the hardwood, and it looks so dope. So we're gonna keep grinding on.
We painted the pedestal with some better paint, so that's drying. And we'll just keep cranking on and going from here, but it's looking to be promising. All right, guys, we got the top tank mounted with it, and it looks so good. Right now, we took the wood out of the trunk, and we're just making sure that it's all bolted together. We put the, wherever it is, the graft one in the trunk and found out where all the nutserts go in. And we are making sure that we have enough room for them. That's why there's a gap right here and here, because they go into the trunk right there. And then in that hole is the compressors and everything. So getting this all set. They're still working on running the front lines. And we're still grinding out on getting this all squared away. So progress. So we ran into a little thingy-majigger. It's not really bad at all, but you guys can see how long the car is. So we have the lines, the electric lines that run for the management and everything. They are not long enough to reach the battery because of how long the car is, which is no one's fault. So they have to be extended. So I think we're going to run them along the firewall and then keep them kind of tucked away and bring them up to the battery, obviously. And they got the front lines ran to the rear. They're just finding the right place to get them up into the trunk, and they need to find a grommet. I know the rear has a grommet right there, so they might go to that one. I'm not too sure, but the trunk is pretty much ready for the hardwood to go, and we're just waiting for those lines to get in here, and then we can attach everything, put the hardwood in, and then we can put the hard lines in and all that stuff. So a lot of the buttoning up and stuff like that, but that just makes it easier. It's just a bunch of tiny little jobs compared to big gigantic jobs. Right, Tim?
Right.
Yeah.
Tucking it up here.
You're tucking it where?
Going above the subframe.
Oh, good boy.
So we gotta hide all of this.
That light looks awesome on camera.
This light is amazing. I love this little light.
Yeah.
I got it for $35.
Underside of this car looks awesome.
It's very clean.
Very clean.
Very, very clean.
So I also figured something else out. This car came on not the stock wheels. They came on a set of wheels, and they're called Rosest. And I did a little bit of research. I might not be 100% correct on it, but I saw that they were made by Dunlop. And I don't need these. I don't want these. I have to run them now, obviously, because I don't have any other wheels. But I think I'll be selling these. I didn't see any for sale in the US, so I don't know like what pricing I need for these because they're from Japan, but later down the line I'll throw them up for sale and someone can come scoop them, but it's not a big deal right now. I have to find 5x114 wheels that'll fit this car first that I can run, or I can just suck it up and not sell these until I get my actual wheels. So who knows. So guys, Steve is just running the last airline for the driver's side rear up into the trunk. And while he's doing that, we got the front, the wiring, really good. We got it really good. And we got it tucked, you know, you can barely even see it, but this is the loom. Put some wrap on it, looks awesome. Got the fuses right here. And then we ran it under this front plate, and it's going right to the battery right there. So that's awesome. Once that's all set, we'll put some fuses in the fusey thingies, and then everything will be in the trunk, and then we can go ahead and get this thing in the trunk. Get all the lines hooked up to that, and then go from there. So, a lot of lines, but it'll all be tucked away and look awesome. So, as you guys know, this has been a very tedious process, but it's been a good process. And we've been grinding ever since we got here, just step after step after step, just banging things out. They've all gone smoothly, which is awesome. We just finished running all of the lines in here. Chance just bolted down the compressor hoses down to there just so that they don't flop around. And now it is time to put the trunk together with the hardwood, the tanks, all the hard lines, all that stuff. So I'm going to set you guys down and we are going to unfortunately time lapse this just because I have to assist because it's a lot of work. So I'm gonna put you guys down, and we'll see what it looks like afterwards. But I'm excited. I'm very excited. All right, guys, so we got the centerpiece into the trunk and all the lines are ran under it and everything. It all looks good. You guys can get an idea. So next we'll put the side pieces in, and then the pedestal, which Steve is putting together right now. And we, like I said, we ran the lines through the false wall. That way you can't really see them. And then put the hard lines in, and truck will be done. And this thing is gonna look insane. Looking at it from here right now, dude, like, oh man. We also wired the glow mount that's in the car to the dome light, so that whenever you open the trunk, if it's on in the app, it will turn on, which is cool at night and everything. So that's cool. Okay. This is like the big moment that we've like been waiting for this whole, well, not really the big thing because we want to see the car on the ground, but oh my God. Dude, looking at this is absolutely insane. Before I show you guys need to drop a fat like. Let's get over 1,000 likes on this video because the trunk setup is done. And we literally did it in the amount of time that we were here tonight. It's crazy. Look at this. This is absolutely insane. I don't even know how to like comprehend seeing this in the car with the hardwood compared to like on the graft hardwood, like taken apart, is mind-blowing. You guys need to give this guy a round of applause because he absolutely slayed this project. I don't even know what to say. Like everything is so cleanly done. Like the wire for the management is ran straight back into the false wall along with the glow mount wire. You don't even see them. There's not a single rubber line exposed from the inside of the trunk. It's all hard lines, and it looks so insane. Oh my God, dude. I don't know what to say. It's actually really cool. So we just tested the trunk idea where you shut the trunk, and since it's wired through the dome light, the glow mount, it shuts off, and it does, which is dope. So every time I open and close the trunk, the glow mount will turn on and turn off because it's wired to the dome light. This thing is so crazy. I'm so excited. So it's literally 11 o'clock. We finished right on the dot. We have to close down. I'm sorry, I wish we could stay longer and get this thing on the ground, but that will be for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll go through, make sure everything is 100% perfect, drop it down on the ground, see it aired out for the first time, which is gonna be insane. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know exactly how long it is because I didn't really film too much. I think I did, but I don't know, it's whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Follow Hartwell Tailored as usual. And I will see you guys tomorrow when this thing's aired out.